So this is basically the spreadsheet that most of y'all have. If you look at this, we've got time. I'm going to center this really quickly. Might as well make it bold. So anyway, let me do this. See how I highlighted all those? I'm just going to move this in. You don't have to do all this. It just drives me nuts not to, and I need some more space. So basically what you have here is time interval, how long you chose to look at it. Y is the vertical position where it was, and we're going to start it off at 0. Velocity, vertical velocity, and vertical acceleration. Since you should have this part written in your notebook already, I wasn't too worried about you having it on here. The only reason I did it is so the color coding I think will make this easier to explain. I want to draw your attention to something up here. See, right here, I'm going to type in a bunch of weird symbols. See where I just did this? Up here. All right, so basically that you can see whatever you're typing into the cell. So if you see see how I just typed this right here? See how it appears right here in the cell as well? So just a quick review, columns go up and down, rows go side to side, each little block's called a cell. Like, cells in a tree or something, I guess. So anyway, let me show you kind of how to do this. First of all, time. I'm going to assume you're doing this in PowerPoint. So that means you count by quarter or 0.25 seconds. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put 0. I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to put 0.25 enter. Okay, first of all, the numbers are ugly, so I'm going to highlight everything by clicking up here, and then I'll go over here, make the number smaller up here at the top, and have a 1, 2. So now everything should be formatted the way I want. Now watch, I'm going to click and drag down to where both of these have that little blue box. I'm going to go over this little dot, and I'm going to pull this down. I probably won't watch it for a minute now, or a second and a half rather, but I can always delete that. So this is the time. Now for position, let's assume you're starting off at 0. So if this is the 0 brick, this brick would be -1, -2. If this were, if you were dropping it from right here. You could also go the other way and make it the tallest point, but let's do the 0 thing. This right here, if you want to do this, I'm going to gray this out. You don't need this box. You'll see why in a little bit, and you actually don't need these two. Nothing should be in these. Your graphs will be weird. So like that. Now for your velocity, you don't have to have anything in this vertical position place. Let's just look at the relationship here. So you hit watch up here. See, watch right by this FX. I'm going to put equals. Equals is how you tell the spreadsheet that it's going to act like a calculator now. Now I'm going to go, we know that velocity is the change in position over the change in time, hopefully. So we're just going to look at this from 0 to 0.25 seconds, just that tiny space of time. So I'm going to do open parentheses, so kind of like a sad face looking thing here. I'm going to click on my final position for that first quarter second. So I'm going to click B3. I could also enter B3, but I think it's easier. I'm lazy. I like to just click on it. Go minus the one above it. So that's B2. I'm going to close the parentheses. I'm going to do /. It's like bottom right hand of your keyboard under the question mark. Okay, I'm going to need to open parentheses again. I don't know what that was. Okay, so all that's fine. I'm going to open my parentheses again. Oh, I hit enter instead of shift. Okay, now I'm going to go to my final time, which would be even with my final position, minus this up here. And you can do your close parentheses, but if you hit enter, it'll fill it in for you. Sorry about that. Okay. By the way, if you lose something, you can always hit Control Z. If you want to put it back, Control Y. So see how this has, I'm not highlighting two cells, I just have this one. I'm going to put the plus sign over it and drag it down. So that is good to go. Now, basically, acceleration is the change in velocity over the change in time. So I need to have a change in the C column, the pink one, over the change in the green one. So I wonder if I do, let's see, let me just enter it. So we're going to hit equals, open parentheses, kind of looks like a sad face, and we're starting to look at it at the 4 row. So this would be C4. C4 minus, and then 1 right above it. And we're going to close parentheses, go /. And then it needs to be the green one over here. So I'm going to open the parentheses, make sure it's lined up. It's on the 4 minus the one right above it. And I can hit enter, click on it, do the plus sign, drag it down. And here's what you'll see. Like this last one, if you click on these, see how they highlighted it? It's C8 minus C7 and A8 minus A7. So once you drag it down, it just applies it to the correct cell. So that's how you set up your formulas in the spreadsheet.